Now what I'm going to do is take the Antron yarn, cut a piece about 8 inches long, tie it in on top of the hook. Then take a piece of tubing. This is clear tubing. Tie that on top of the Antron yarn. Make sure that's in good and tight. No real need to trim off as of yet. Wrap your thread forward. And being as that tubing is clear, what I like to do is tie in some holographic tinsel on top. What that does is, being as that tubing is clear, and that's what's going to show on the top of the hook, this holographic tinsel actually gives a little bit of flash to the fly. Pull that back. Take some wide wraps to the rear of the fly, and when you get to the back, pull that back down over and cinch that down good and tight. Trim it off. Take some final wraps. Take a long reach whip finish tool. Just put 2 or 3 wraps on. Nothing really. Don't need to get too tight with it. Now what you want to do is you can begin with your weaving. I use a crochet needle for this. The first ladder goes up on top. First goes up on top. Goes over top of the, and then you pull it through. Pull it tight. Next one goes underneath. Pull that tight. Yep, messed up on that one. It's easy to do. And then you continue on through this as you're building your body of the fly. I really like to go in a little bit more detail on this, but YouTube only gives you a 10-minute time span to upload videos, so I'm kind of moving with this as fast as I can. But if you can kind of watch what I'm doing here with this, you'll get the overall gist of it. Over top with the Antron yarn, over top of the tubing, grab hold of it and pull it through. And as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm creating a body with this. Over top with the tubing, over top of the tubing with the Antron yarn, grab hold of it, pull through. See that? It's easy to do. Especially when you're trying to hurry. every now and then helps put a little saliva on the Antron yarn. Keeps it a little bit tighter. As you can see, what I'm doing is I'm creating a body there. I think a couple more times will do it. Maybe one more. I think that'll do it. Okay, now we got that created. What you want to do is restart your thread. Sorry for the table shake. Cut off the material. For the wing case, I like to use medallion sheeting, kind of like a plastic material. Lay that on top, tie that in. And then you take the piece of saddle hackle, one side stripped of the barbs, tie that in on the tip. Now at this point you want to tie in the eyes for the hex nymph, which are basically dumbbell eyes. And you want to add some dubbing. I like to use ice dub for this. Put enough on to cover the head, and then the very last part of it, you want to really make a thin strand of this dubbing, because you're going to be taking a figure 8 through the eye. 1, 2, just like that. Now you want to wrap forward the saddle hackle. Wrap that through the thorax of the hex nymph. Tie off the stem in front of the eye. Trim off the stem. I like to just cut the barbules off the top. That way it doesn't trap the fibers, and cut off enough so there's none sticking out up when you pull that forward. Pull the medallion sheeting over top between the eyes, as you can see. Tie the medallion sheeting off. Cut the excess. Take your whip finishing tool and then finish off the fly.